Nigeria's new finance minister says the country's new government wants to create more jobs and help smaller companies gain access to affordable credit. Correspondent Scott Stearns has that story.
Nigerian Finance Minister Olusegun Ogonga says last year's $4 billion central bank bailout of 10 failing commercial banks was courageous. But it's also tightened credit, with Nigerian business leaders and consumers saying they're having trouble getting loans. When they can, they're paying interest as high as 20%. 2 months into the job, the former Goldman Sachs executive says it's critical that small businesses have access to cheaper credit. Ogonga says that will help improve unemployment that now stands at nearly 20%.
It is even far more worrying that the largest group affected by the level of unemployment is the group between the ages of 15 and 24 or 25, where you have an unemployment rate of about 49.9% in the urban region and roughly about 39.7% in the rural areas.
Nigeria's central bank now has a more than $3 billion fund to help banks refinance loans to manufacturers, airlines, and power generators. Unreliable electricity is one of the biggest economic impediments in Africa's largest oil producer, and President Goodluck Jonathan has taken personal responsibility to improve that.
When you resolve the issue of power, you resolve so many issues. So it's an economic issue, but it's a national issue. And as you know, the president has decided to chair the committee looking into power. And he has promised that before the end of this administration, or by the time this administration completes its session, we would see an improvement in power.
Boosting power was one of the biggest campaign promises of Umara Musa Yar'Adua, and he was criticized for failing to deliver before his death last month. So it's a risk for President Jonathan to so closely identify himself with the issue with less than a year to show results, especially as it's so easy for Nigerians to see if it's working when they turn on their lights at night. But if Mr. Jonathan can improve the supply of electricity, it could be a populist cornerstone to his presidential campaign next year. Scott Stearns, VOA News, Dakar.